my name is Martin. Welcome to episode 2 of WeaselNews. First of all, I have to say I'm kinda overwhelmed by the popularity of the last two videos. I guess you all liked the Festival Sustainable series, and that gave the channel a big boost. We are now at around about 800 subscribers, so I want to say thank you for the support and say hello to all the new subscribers. Enjoy it and have fun. So the next annunciation I have is the channel will be a bit quieter in the next 2 weeks also from my side, because I'm going on a holiday for 2 weeks. So it's a holiday for me and I don't want to have my cell phone always nearby and check my mails and everything, because that's not a holiday in my opinion. I want to lay on the beach and get it quiet and drink a few drinks and something, and don't want to think about anything. So that's for that. I still have some videos that are finished and ready to get live. So it's not so that the channel is completely quiet, but I cannot answer on comments as I do normally, and yeah, that's for my part. But I hope you like this little series that I have prepared. I recorded this a while ago and it's not the freshest on the planet, but yeah, it's still a cool series. I hope you like it as well. And yeah, we'll see as I come back what you all yelled about me. So to the next part, I have to answer some questions that I've been asked in the last WeaselNews and the last few comments. One of them was, how do I get into woodworking? So yeah, I guess it's a long and boring story for you, but in short terms, I started woodworking about 20 years ago. It was kind of necessity that I needed some furniture, or at least a thing that fits inside a niche, a rack. I presume it was a rack later, or as I started with my first piece. And I searched in some shops of if I can find some rack that fits into this niche, and I couldn't find something, and if I had find something, that was too expensive for me. So I go ahead, go to the Home Depot, buy me some planks and build me a rack. And I guess it's somewhere around here. I guess my mother had it, or at least it was for a few years here around, I don't know exactly. But yeah, this worked out for me pretty well and I liked it. I like to work with wood. As I mentioned in one of the earlier episodes or one of the other series, my father was a metal worker. So yeah, I also like to work with metal, but I guess for a home shop it's easier to set up a home shop for woodworking than for metalworking. But yeah, I could be wrong, don't tell you. But I like to work with wood, and meanwhile it's for me kind of a bit more than a hobby, as you may or may not noticed. Yeah. So yeah, that's for that. So another question that I've been asked multiple times was about three-phase power, or three-phase power supply here in Austria, or generally in my job. I was kind of curious about this question. I never thought of this before, because it's kind of normal for me to have three-phase power available. Here in Austria, almost every household is supplied with three-phase power, at least those who was built 30 or 40 years ago or newer. Every household, every single apartment is supplied with three-phase power. That's how the grid is laid out here in Europe. and it makes sense in my opinion, because you divide the power on all three phases and makes the whole grid stabler. And also we have a higher power level than in the US. We have 400 volts between the phases and 230 volts to neutral. So it also has a higher voltage level, so we can supply more power over the same cable or the same wire gauge than with the lower power, with the lower voltage. And also it reduces the power loss over the lines, over the length of the lines. So we have lesser transformers all over the place, I guess. But it would be interesting for me how the power grid in the US works. So if anybody has some kind of documentation or maybe a YouTube video or something where the American grid is described, it would be interesting for me, because as mentioned, I'm an electrician and I'm interested in this kind of stuff. But now let's go over to my power distribution box, and I'll show you the power connections here in my little shop. So this is my little distribution box here for my shop. Sorry for the strange angle, it's kind of cramped in here. So we have the ground fault interrupter here with the mains line that comes from upstairs, from the main cabinet with the electrical meter. That's I guess is a 5 by 5 times 6 square millimeters cable. I'm not sure, it could be a 4 square millimeter cable with a 25 amps fuse. So we are capable of handling, I guess it's 17 kilowatts or 23 horsepower. That's more than enough for my little shop here. At least I'm alone. I cannot use that much power all by myself. Then it goes over this rail here to the different circuit breakers. We have the 3-phase ones and the 1-phase ones for all my 3-phase and 1-phase sockets all around in the shop here. Now that's just a little cabinet, not that great, not that kind of special, but it works for my shop here. And yeah, also we have here a connector block for all the lightings. The lighting is coming from upstairs, so even if this circuit breaker falls, the light is still on. It's also connected to my home control system, so if I press the button or use my smartphone, I can control all the lights. Yeah, kind of nerd, I know. But yeah, that's it. Well, I guess that was WeaselNews for today. If you have any questions, post it in the comments, or I will answer them as soon as I'm back again, or whenever you post it. Yeah, and now, what else for me to say then? Bye, have a nice day, and see you after my holidays.